Back now at 8:41 with Oscar nominee Bryan Cranston in the new movie The Infiltrator. He goes undercover in the real-life story of DEA agent Robert Mazur taking on Pablo Escobar's drug empire. Take a look.
Stepping on this disrespectful. Hey, look at this, Falcone. Come on. It's the Italianest sounding name ever. Come on.
Look at the dates.
Yeah.
You do the math. I'd be 77 years old.
That's about right. Leathery and craggly, right?
Let's go. Come on. Are you even looking?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Here we go. Bob Musella. Dates are perfect.
Hey, what about this one? Dominguez.
Emilio Dominguez. Close enough to Amir, I suppose.
Yeah, it's kind of sexy.
The dates work. Sexy.
Yeah.
Who the hell cares if it's sexy?
I care. It's my name. I wanted to have a sexy name.
Legs. Look at that. Bryan Cranston, good to see you, man. Thanks so much for being here. As I told you, I loved this. Immediately, I'm thinking the classics. I'm thinking Goodfellas. I'm thinking Casino. I'm thinking Donnie Brasco.
Wow.
I mean, I loved this movie. You just said, interesting, you and John Leguizamo shooting that scene. You actually picked that scene up.
We kind of stole it. It was on the cutting block to lose the scene altogether. And we said, no, we can't lose this scene. It's how they get their
identities,
undercover
so
identities.
Interesting.
So we took like 3 people in a van and dropped off at a cemetery. Come on, get out. Where's the camera? Get the camera, go.
What about the script? Did you?
We just kind of improvised it. There were a couple lines that we knew we were going to say, but then we just, you can see ad-libbed.
John Leguizamo, I know you worked with him before. You've also worked with the director before.
It's fantastic.
Listen, LeBron James can't win a championship without his cast. I mean, you are incredible in this movie.
Thank you.
You're basically in every frame, but you have an amazing support cast, including John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo, Benjamin Bratt, Diane Kruger.
Effortless when this guy's on screen.
It's fantastic, yeah.
So talk to me about this movie. This is a real-life story, some heavy stuff here, him going undercover.
And for 2.5 years, he went undercover with the Medellin cartel laundering money. This operation brought down the 7th largest bank in the world at the time, BCCI. It also garnered about 85 arrests, almost all convictions. Hugely successful. The thing that really got me about Bob Mazur's story is how did he reconcile being the bad guy during the day and going home and being the husband and the father, taking the trash out, doing homework with the kids. It was just
and you get a good sense of that in the anniversary scene where Bob Mazur actually takes his wife out to dinner.
Yeah.
But in this scene, which you can tell me about, he runs into somebody where he's supposed to be somebody else, but as an actor, you look at it's like layers and layers of acting. You're incredible in that moment. So complex.
A lot of layers of acting, just like the layer cake that was served at the table. And there was a couple things that Brad Furman, our director, suggested a certain action at one point during that scene, which
the face.
And so I thought, that makes sense. So there was a lot of spontaneous work done as well,
also,
but the terrific script.
Just the stakes are so high. This is the cartel. You're constantly, Bob Mazur's constantly reminded, as he's so in deep here, that if something goes wrong, I mean, he's not just going to get hurt, but it's bad news.
This is the thing, for actors, we're used to getting into the shoes of someone else, being another character. If I make a mistake, I get to do a takeover again. If Bob Mazur makes a mistake, it could cost him his life.
And maybe some more after that. Let me switch gears to Larry David's show's coming back for a 9th season on HBO, Curb Your Enthusiasm. You worked with Larry, of course, famously as Jerry's dentist. Any thoughts of maybe working with him again?
I would go in a second if Larry called and said, hey, I got this idea, I want to do this. Working on Seinfeld was like going to comedy camp. You are immersed in their genius. Jerry and Larry and the rest of the cast were brilliant, and I got to be a part of that.
You played Trumbo, you played Lyndon Johnson, you played Bob Mazur, real-life historical figures. Anybody that you're thinking about or maybe would like to play?
I'd like to play Donald Trump at some point.
Really?
Oh, he's huge. He's this Shakespearean character, this serio-tragic, comedic character. Who wouldn't want to take a bite out of that?
Are you working on your huge?
Huge. It's huge. Let me tell you something. And this I can tell you.
Wow.
It is huge.
You got it down already.
Do I really?
I
think it's like a caricature right now.
Your Seinfeld's very good too, actually. I won't put you on the spot, but it's very good.
No, I know. Jerry Seinfeld!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm offended as a comedian.
Good stuff. This movie is unbelievable, and you're great in it as always. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Bryan Cranston, everybody. Be sure to check out The Infiltrator. It opens nationwide this Wednesday.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.